What's up, guys? So I just finished school. I'm sitting in my car outside school right now, and I've got another Gymshark photo shoot today. So this time I'm not up in Birmingham. They're actually coming to me at King's Croydon. So I just had a quick something to eat. I'm gonna go home, change. Today the shoot is actually with my dad. I'm doing a Gymshark photo shoot with my dad, so that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be, you know, pretty fun just to see, like, I don't know what things they want us to do, and yeah, it's just gonna be cool. But obviously I've had school, and this video is all about like how I balance going to school with being a Gymshark athlete and all the things that come along with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and yeah. Alright guys, so all ready now, makeup done, got the clothes I'm not gonna be wearing, so they're gonna be shooting a lot of pictures and like stills of me working out, and it's slightly not ideal because you guys saw the workout I did yesterday. That was a proper hard, intense workout, so I'm pretty tired, but we're just gonna smash through it and yeah, get some good shots. So yeah, just gonna take you guys with me, and cool. All ready in your Gymshark gear?
Yeah.
You ready for the shoot?
I can get used to this.
Get used to it.
Good,
Yeah, we'll get you sorted out. We'll get it sorted out.
Definitely.
You're like so.
I can see why. It's just because of that thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you wore a sweatsuit, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, if sweatsuits wasn't a thing, they used to put bin liners underneath your hoodie.
Really?
Yeah, because it gets you wow hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I thought they were chocolates.
Yeah, it's just very unfair. When it's the colour walk down with them, I was like, we've got food at the time.
You're telling me?
I'm telling them.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna film some deadlift shots. We got some fake sweat going. Real sweat.
Yeah, it's real sweat, man.
Yeah. I've trained the last 2 days, so I'm a bit tired today. So it's not feeling amazing. But we're not trying to go for any crazy PRs or anything. We're just getting some good shots in. So I'm gonna put another 20 that will make 240 kilos. And yeah.
Boom. Oh, a little nip slip. Oop.
so we've shot a few exercises so far. So we shot deadlifts, we shot lat pull downs, and we're shooting bicep curls. Trying to get into various different shots. Feeling good. Energy is decent. And I don't know how many more exercises we've got left, but just gonna keep going, continue, and yeah, finish off strong. So yeah.
I still come here.
What's up, guys? So it is a couple weeks later now. I've not long got back from sixth form. It's taken me a little while to get this video up. It's a couple weeks later from the clips that you would have just seen, I mean. But yeah, in today's video, I thought I'd talk to you guys quickly about how I've been balancing, you know, being a Gymshark athlete, and I guess in also like, you know, being a like influencer or whatever you want to call it, social media like person, and school at the same time. Because the year that I'm in right now, year 13, is notorious for being difficult anyway. Tack on the gym, tack on, you know, YouTube, tack on Instagram, tack on now being a Gymshark athlete. It becomes increasingly difficult. So I thought I'd come and explain to you guys how I've been managing it, and hopefully from these tips you'll be able to apply to your life if, let's say, you're trying to balance sixth form with a part-time job, or you're trying to balance sixth form with a hobby or a sport or something of that nature, or you're just trying to balance your sixth form work in general, because again, sixth form itself is challenging, so you might need like, I don't know, a few tips on how to manage that. So I thought, you know, I've kind of had to learn and adapt over the last couple of months, and I thought I've gained a little bit of knowledge, a few tips that have helped me to kind of get through that I think I could share with you guys. So that's what I plan to do in this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, first thing I would say is developing a work ethic and developing self-discipline, because there are going to be times where there's no trick that's going to get you through it, there's no technique, nothing like that. You're literally just going to have to grit your teeth and get to work. There's going to be days where you pretty much have to be prepared to work pretty much flat out the whole day, because if you want to fit everything in, there's not going to be a lot of time for leisure, there's not going to be a lot of time for chilling, and that has to be something that you're prepared to do, and something that you're going to be disciplined enough to do, because it's not going to be all fun. And not every day is going to be, you know, flat out work, but those days will come up, because, you know, your teachers may set you a hefty amount of homework on the same day that you need to post a picture, or you know, you've got a Gymshark photo shoot or something like that. Even when I went up to the Gymshark HQ for the stuff that we were doing up there, that day I had a maths exam, and I had to do the maths exam and then go up to Gymshark. So it wasn't like, I don't know, there are going to be days where things are thrown your way and you literally just got to grit your teeth and get through them. So developing that work ethic, developing that self-discipline is, I think, the most important thing, because that's what's going to carry you through. And also, it's not about motivation. I get questions a lot of the time, how do I stay motivated and things like that. I've said it many times in the past, motivation is a feeling and self-discipline is a lifestyle. So you need to get to the point where you're disciplined enough to do the things that you need to do, whether or not you actually feel motivated. And that just comes by doing it over time and trying to be a bit better than you were yesterday, because gradual improvement is better than no improvement. So it's better that you're 1% better than you were yesterday than you just give up and you're no better or even worse. So yeah, self-discipline and hard work, that's number one. I'd say number two is planning, because there's the famous quote, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? So you're going to have to look at your week and think, okay, I've got this collab I need to do here, or let's say you have a part-time job, okay, these are my shifts, I've got to do this here. You need to look at your week and look at where you've got gaps, where you can fit things in, so that when you get into your week, you're not going to be overloaded and bombarded by all the stuff you've got to do because you haven't planned, you didn't foresee that you would have to do all of these things. So going in there, having planned out the things that you need to do makes it a lot easier, because then you're aware and you can like almost mentally prepare yourself for what you need to do, and you can also fit things in a much better way, having thought about it already. So I'd say planning, looking at your week, whether this is on like Sunday, you look at your week, okay, what do I have to do? Let me try and figure out ways to fit it in. That is going to be something that's really important. And the number 3 kind of links to that one, and it's also going to be like pivoting your focus, because like, let's say, when you have school and then you've got exam season, you can't be as focused, the stuff that you need to do for YouTube or your like pictures for Gymshark and stuff like that, you can't be as focused on that stuff as you were going to be in like a regular week. You're gonna have to be a bit more focused on the school stuff, and then vice versa. If you've got things that have come up for that, you're gonna have to pivot your focus. So you can't just go in there with like a one size fits all approach to your work. You're gonna need to adapt sometimes depending on what commitments you have, and that again comes down to the planning. So looking forward, thinking, okay, I've got exams in a couple of weeks. For the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take a slight step back with some of the stuff I'm doing and focus on school. And then, no exams for another couple of months. Okay, we're going to take a slight step back with that, start focusing on these things, maybe even, and again, linking to planning, stocking up on content. So it's no secret that, like, for example, when I went to Marbella with Oliver, we took well, I'm not going to say, we did take hundreds of pictures, but we probably got a bank of like, I don't know, 40, probably like 40 pictures that we could post at any time. So if I go through a period where I don't really have any content, I've got pictures from there. Like any place I go to, I make sure I take loads of pictures, so I've got content stocked up, so that if I get into a period where I can't really take any pictures and stuff like that, I'm not stuck, because I've pre-planned and I've got content stocked up already. So yeah. Another one is communication. I struggle with this one because I personally, if I'm going through stuff, I kind of often like to bottle it in and not really tell anyone. But I'd say like talking to people, even the people who you're almost reporting to, tell them about like the things that you're going through. So, tell your teachers, I've got X, Y, and Z that's on my plate, because they might cut you a little bit extra slack, having like knowing that you've got those things on your plate. Or the same with like, I don't know, Gymshark or whatever you've got going on like your workplace. If you tell them, I've got this stuff for school, I might not be able to do as many shifts or something like that, then there may be some leeway in that sense, because people oftentimes are more understanding than you think they're going to be a lot of the time. People are quite understanding. So if you communicate with the people, like, I don't know, your teachers or your manager at work or something like that, you communicate to them and say, I've got X, Y, Z on my plate. They're oftentimes going to be a bit more understanding and probably going to allow you to have a little bit more leeway and things like that. So I'd say communication is also big as well, because you can actually, like, if it does get to the point where literally there's too much to handle, and there is a point where it's too much to handle, we're all, like, none of us are invincible, then you might need some help. And those are places where you can get help. And also, talking to your family members and stuff like that, because when you work hard and you work a lot, it's not just the actual load of what you're doing, it's the mental drain. Sometimes you can get tired just thinking about something, like thinking about all the work you've got to do. But having people you can talk to, like, I don't know, just like express your frustrations, your struggles with, is also very important as well for keeping you, in a good mental state as well, because you can overload yourself, and that often happens to people in year 13, just like no matter what they're doing, they get overloaded emotionally, mentally, and everything like that. And that also links to my next point, probably one of the last ones I want to talk about, which is having a large goal in mind, but focusing on the smaller tasks. So you need to have big goals. I would say setting big goals is very important, but you don't want to be thinking about the big goal all of the time, because that is so far away, and thinking about the big goal isn't necessarily how you get there. You get there by focusing on the little things that are going to get you to that point, because not only are you not going to get to the big goal in a day or a month or probably even a year, you're not going to get there unless you focus on the smaller things. So focusing on the tasks that you need to do every single day is going to be much more important than just constantly thinking about your big goal, because that's how you're going to get there. So focusing on the studying that you need to do for that day, the pictures you need to take for that day, stuff like that. That's what's going to get you to that level of success, because the only things you really have control of are the things you're doing right now. And if you just focus on putting one foot in front of the other, then you're going to get a lot further than just like looking up at the mountain that you've got to climb and saying, oh, this is so overwhelming. If you just focus on the daily tasks you have to do, so whether that's, schoolwork, anything, focus on what you have to do today, ace that, and then just do that every single day, and you're going to get to where you want to go. So I hope that helped you, and it was also a message to myself while I was saying it, because again, no one's perfect. I'm not always this ultra motivated, super productive guy. Sometimes I go through phases of not wanting to be productive at all, procrastinating a lot and stuff like that. But this is also a message to myself as much as a message to you guys. I'm also reminding myself and getting myself in the right mindset to kind of, make sure I'm doing the work that I need to be doing. But I hope today's video was able to help you guys. I hope you learned something. And this wasn't just really focused just on, me balancing, like, being a Gymshark athlete with school. I kind of just used that as like a segue to talk about, balancing, work with school, or the gym with school, or just balancing the different things that you need to do in general. So I hope it was able to help you guys, and I hope you were able to apply it to your life. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you like these more informative videos that I do, then make sure you tell me in the comments, or just tell me anything that you thought was relevant in the comments. Tell me if you think is there anything I need to improve on in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.